Hello, my name is Eva, and today I'm going to be talking about a serious problem in the equine community, the abuse of Tennessee walking horses through a method known as soring. This presentation will serve as a guide for understanding soring and all of its components. To give some background information, Tennessee walking horses are known for their smooth four-beat gait. A gait is essentially how the horse moves its legs. To win competitions, they must see who is the highest, most exaggerated step. The exaggerated step is what they would call the big lick, but unfortunately for the horse, it's extremely painful, especially when trainers use harmful methods. To achieve the big lick, it has become common practice for trainers to use soring. Soring is a form of abuse where chemicals and tools are put on the pasterns of the horses to cause pain. This can be done in a variety of different ways, including applying chemicals like mustard oil, diesel fuel, gasoline, cinnamon oil, and all different types of chemicals. After chemicals are applied to the pasterns, metal chains are then placed on the pasterns. At a year-end event, the United States Department of Agriculture found that 35% of the horses entered in the competition were victims of soring. The effects of soring can include permanent damage to the hooves, extreme pain for the horses, and living in constant fear of humans. Despite the Horse Protection Act of 1970, passed by Congress to eliminate the practice of soring, the enforcement has been inconsistent and the abuse still continues decades later. Soring ultimately continues because of the weak enforcement of the Horse Protection Act, a culture in the big lick industry that normalizes soring, and the top prize money that comes along with winning. Designated qualified persons are trained by the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, but they often have connections and ties to the soring industry, and many cases of soring is allowed to go unnoticed. The pressure of winning and the normalization of soring has allowed the abuse to continue on. Passing the Prevent All Soring Tactics Act is a good step towards aiding these abused horses. This act bans the transportation of sored horses, as well as the tools used to soar, like the weighted stacks and metal chains. This act will also prevent the designated qualified persons from closing their eyes and ignoring the signs of soring. The Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services currently lacks the funds or staffing to properly enforce the Horse Protection Act. If more money is raised and donated, they can provide better training for inspectors to be better equipped to look for signs of soring. These inspections will happen more often and be more thorough. Finally, the last thing that can be done to prevent soring is to have better training for inspectors. The current system of relying on designated qualified persons is not enough to stop soring. Training from the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services will ensure that there is more standardized training that focuses on identifying current soring methods, recognizing ways to hide abuse, and utilizing advanced detection steps like thermography. Thermography uses infrared technology to detect heat patterns on the horse's legs, showing inflammation and pain associated with soring. To sum up this presentation, the Tennessee walking horses can go back to performing their beautiful stride without being in pain through passing the PASS Act, increasing funding for the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services, and providing better training for horse inspectors. Thank you for your time.